It's time to place your bets. Let's step into the huddle.
You're listening to the PreSnap Podcast weekly wagering show brought to you by LineStar App, the top-rated DFS tool set and #1 companion for DraftKings, FanDuel, and Yahoo Daily Fantasy. Go LineStar Premium now at LineStarApp.com. Now, here are your hosts, Joe Pisapia and Scott Bogman.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's me, Joey P, Joe Pisapia, and welcome to the PreSnap right here on the LineStar app. It is me, it's Scott Bogman, it's you, and we're talking all things NFL picks. That's right, we're talking wagering NFL style, courtesy of the LineStar app. So go get the LineStar app right now and upgrade to that premium product, your best tool site out there for DFS and everything in between. And let me tell you, man, it was a good week last week. We did all right. So far on the year, we're looking very good on the straight up picks. That's for sure. We're 2 for 2 so far on the the survivor pool picks, because we just keep picking whoever plays the Jets. And guess what? Spoiler, pick the Colts. Okay, we're going to do it again this week. Whoever plays the Jets, that's who you pick until everybody else is out of your league, or you just can't do it twice. So that's what we're going to do. But last week, hey, we picked the Raiders. We got that one right. That was a big one. In terms of, we also had Arizona, we had San Francisco, the Giants, Jacksonville. Really did really well. Like even Green Bay, going out there and looking good again. And then Minnesota and Philadelphia really screwed us last week. We both gave them more credit than they worth. And you know what? They took it to us. So we'll have to be very careful this week, but I'd say very good overall. Last week against the spread, we were both 7-8, not bad, but straight up 11-4 and 12-3. So pretty much dominating on that end on the old money line. So Bogman, are you ready to get after week 3 with me, my friend?
I'm ready to put week 2 to bed because I should have been way better. So many backdoor covers, but we're going to leave, or we're going to be Mark McGuire. We're not here to talk about the past. We're here to talk about the future. Let's go.
You know what, though? Into that, before we talk about the future, let's talk about what we've seen so far, which is defense hasn't been great. There's also been a ton of injuries so far, not only the running back position, but on the defensive side as well. And defenses look a little winded here in the second half of games. It's why you're getting some of these backdoor covers. So I'm just saying there's been a lot of overs, a lot of backdoor covers. And until we get, I think, well into the season, I think this is going to be a trend. And the other thing I want to point out too, a lot fewer penalties. And I think that's why you're seeing all these overs as well. And everybody's kind of putting the whistle away unless it's an egregious penalty, which has been great from a fan standpoint. I'm loving it. But from a betting standpoint, I think that's the other key. That after watching 2 weeks of the NFL and seeing the stats of how many holding calls there were last year compared to this year, it is night and day, Boggs. And I think that's why you're seeing a lot of these overs also.
Yeah, I mean, still the penalties against my team are all still wrong. But other than that, yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't know. They are swallowing the whistle a little bit, but I figure it's just because aren't they not allowed to blow the whistle anymore? Isn't it like an electric whistle now or something weird?
It's hard with the mask to blow the whistle. You put it in your mouth, you got to pull the mask down and blow it's a lot. It's a lot.
Those fines for the coaches too, by the way. $100 grand?
$100,000 and the team 50. I couldn't believe that.
Just wear the fogger mask that Andy Reid was wearing. What are you guys doing? That's crazy.
The nation. Wear the big mask. I mean, what? Come on. I mean, geez, I love it. He looks like a welder or something. It's so great. It's very flash dance.
Iron fat. Right. So.
All right. So let's start here. Week 3, Chicago at Atlanta. Atlanta is winless. Chicago is undefeated. Yeah, exactly. That's where 2020 is right now. The Falcons are still 3.5 point favorites somehow in this game. 47.5 is the over under. Bogman, I will let you begin the show. What are your thoughts here, Atlanta at Chicago?
Yeah. Thanks for giving me the easy one, Joey. All right. So straight up, I'm going to take the home team. Give me Atlanta to win this game.
All right, I will agree with you on that. Let's start easy there. Atlanta gets on the board here at home because the Bears have no business. Look, the Bears should have lost to Detroit. They probably should have lost to the Giants if Saquon had stayed healthy. Like, they got to play the Giants for 3 quarters without Saquon Barkley. So color me unimpressed by the Bears. It's on the road. They stink. Atlanta stinks too. At the end of the day, I think Atlanta will just put up more points. So give me Atlanta straight up. So we're both in lockstep on that one. Okay, how about the 3.5 though?
The 3.5. This is such a good line.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll make it
I
easy.
think this is going to be. I think this is going to be like a 24-21 game. So I think I have got to take him.
All right, so I'm going to. You're going to pick the Bears to cover this one. I'm not. I'm going to say Atlanta puts more on the board, and Mitchell Trubisky has trouble. Even though the Atlanta defense is so bad, and they are, I just have no faith in Trubisky. I mean, I just don't. I'm going to say,
but this is a good defense for him to look good against? So not saying that he will.
It is. If this game was in Chicago, I might feel a little differently, but I don't know. I just don't see him going on the road and putting up like a huge spot there. I think Montgomery will have a good game. I think your game plan has to be grind and run and run and run, because you don't want to keep giving the ball to Matt Ryan, because you don't want to get in a shootout. He can't afford to get in a shootout with Matt Ryan because he doesn't have the bullets. Okay.
That's
so
true.
Give me the under in this game as well, which is one of the few unders I'm probably going to take this week, but I think the under too, because I'm a little worried about that. So the only thing we differ in here is the spread. Bogman's going with Chicago. I'm going to go with Atlanta actually covering this. I think they finally kind of get right here. All right. Now, this was our favorite game on the DFS show. If you missed it yesterday, make sure you go back. And what are you doing? You subscribe to the pre-snap, so you get the DFS show every Thursday. You get the wagering show every Friday. You get the recap show every Tuesday. And you go give us a 5-star review while you're at it, please. We would really, really appreciate it, because we're here working hard for you. And you just pause the podcast, give us a 5-star review, say Joe and Bogman are super handsome and smart, and then boom, you go back to listening to the podcast. All right, so I'm going to go first on this one. I'd love for Cincinnati to kind of throw a wrench in here for the Eagles. It would make me laugh. And I live kind of not in South Jersey, but close enough where it's Eagle country here where I live. And there's a lot of panic going on, but the Eagles are going to win this football game. I think they're going to finally get right, just because I just can't see them losing 2 games in a row at home.
How much fake booing from the crowd if they lose this game?
Well, but I think it's going to be close, and I think Joe Burrow is going to keep pace. So I like Cincinnati to cover in this one, and I will take the over in this one, because I don't think the Eagles defense is very good either. So give me the over, give me Cincinnati for the cover, but Philly ekes out a win. Boggs, how about you?
I understand the logic on Cincy covering because it is a bigger line, especially for a team that just hasn't put it together yet.
A perfect example of what we opened the show with: the garbage time cover at the back end. This is it. Bingo, Cincinnati.
That's very true. But I think that this is the Carson Wentz get right game. This is the one where he throws 4 touchdowns and everybody shuts up about him not playing very well. So it's Philly over for me. I think this one is. God, I want to call it a lock to go over. It's as close as a lock as we might have this week.
I mean, it's an over. It's an over.
Yeah, these defenses have been so bad.
If this isn't an over, miserable. If this isn't an over, then Sunday night you better come find me in Bogman, because we're going to be like still walking the streets, no clothes on, no idea where we are.
Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Oh, there's not enough alternative 90s.
Carrie's gonna have to sing it to me. So
yeah. All right. Houston at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a 4-point favorite in this one. The number is 45. Houston's D has not been very good. Pittsburgh, I feel like, is starting to every week gets better and better, but that Pittsburgh defense is so good. Bogman, where do you go with this one here? I'll let you start your Mr. Steeler.
I'm going to go the Steelers straight up and against the spread. I'm going to take the under in this one. I think Pittsburgh wants to run against this team. I think you want to do what you can to keep the ball out of Deshaun Watson's hand, because if you give him the ball too much, he'll start to come back on you. Your defense is going to get gas in the fourth quarter, all that stuff. So I think, you want to get up, and then you want foot on gas in the run game. So run game, short passes. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh and the under in this one.
I will take Pittsburgh and the over. That's right. That's right. I think this is as good as the Pittsburgh defense is, and they are great. I just feel like at the end, this is what happens. This war of attrition that we seem to be having here. And I feel like they might let up a little bit, and then Deshaun does a little bit of this and that. Next thing you know, this one goes over the 45. So give me the over here. Las Vegas.
One dog goes one way, one dog goes the other way, and this guy says what he wants from me.
Oh, no, I got the hoof. The hoof is in the
well, it's a sin. I have to
leave it in there. I need this knife, ma. By the way, the Joe Pesci's mom in Goodfellas, right? Scorsese's mom in real life.
Oh,
totally
really?
every woman in Brooklyn that like was like friends with my grandma, like the same, oh my God, the same exact woman. Like,
Oh, that's funny.
and they all part of this group called the Golden Age in Brooklyn. There was like a seniors club, right? They called them the Golden Age Club. That's what they called them. Oh my God.
Yeah, the Golden Girls. That's
They
them.
go before the Golden Girls existed. The Golden Age Club existed. It's St. Columba in Brooklyn. Let me tell you, that was a room of card playing ladies you wanted to be around. They were hilarious. All right, let's go to the Las Vegas Raiders at New England. New England is a 6.5 point favorite in this one, and I don't know. The Raiders have played pretty good enough to at least make me, have pause there. I don't think New England has the ability to really put teams away, at least not right now. So I'll tell you what, I think New England wins this game. I will take the Raiders to cover though, and I'm going to take the over in this one too. I think this one gets sloppy late. I just have that kind of feeling. Like I feel like the Raiders are kind of feeling good about themselves. The Pats are feeling good about themselves. And I think this one gets a little loose in the fourth quarter. What do you think, Boggs?
I hate this game so much. I thought my logic was so sound that it was definitely going to be an under in the Seattle game. I thought, no way. Yeah, I thought just because Miami's defense is not great, and New England put up only 21
I was
points.
with you. I thought it would be under too. I thought it was going to be a more of a slugfest. But you know what? We found out even with Jamal Adams, that defense in Seattle still has a lot of issues.
Yeah, I think it's more on Seattle than it is on an amazing Patriots offense. So I'm going to go with you on New England straight up. I think I'm going to go with you on the Raiders against the spread. But then I'm going to take the under in this one too, because I think this is more of a slugfest than it is a shootout. So give me the under on this one, but I'm very uncomfortable. I wouldn't lay any money on this game.
Okay. Well, speaking of, I'm comfortable on this one, but the next one I'm not. The Los Angeles Rams at Buffalo, I am completely uncomfortable with this game, and so is Vegas, because they're telling you Buffalo at home is only a 1.5 point favorite in this game. That's a little irksome to me. I don't like the way that shapes up. 47.5 is the number 2. This whole game I would run away from, but for the sake of the show, we're going to do our best to give you our answers on it. So, Bogman, how do you approach this game?
Okay, so this is Buffalo at home. I think Buffalo is not getting the credit that they deserve. So they probably played the Jets a little too close, and they definitely played Miami a little too close. But I think this is one of those games where you look at it and you go, all right, the Rams just went to the East Coast and they beat Philly, but Philly's kind of miserable right now. So luckily they get the Bengals this week. So I'm going to take Buffalo, and I'm going to take them against the spread as well. I think they win this game, by at least a field goal. So the over under is tough in this one. But I think what you said before, when I'm unsure, and I am unsure about the scoring in this one, I'm just going to take the over because that's the trend that we've seen with the defenses so far. So Buffalo against the spread, Buffalo straight up, and and over on the over under.
Yeah, I'm not waste people's time. I'm in agreement with you on all three. I'm with Buffalo, and the over too. I think this one's going to be a little surprising there in terms of the point total. And look, the Rams offenses look much better. They're down to one running back now, but that might not be a bad thing necessarily. So as long as that one running back stays healthy, we're okay for this game. San Francisco at the Giants. The San Francisco 49ers on the road are 3.5 point favorites. The over under for this game is 40.5. Now, let me tell you, the over-under, I wouldn't come near this. Like, I feel I don't like this at all because you've got no Saquon, you've got no Garoppolo, Kittle's just barely, scratching his way back there, which means it's probably going to be an over. So just give me the over. It's probably going to just be sloppy and messy and all this stuff. So give me the over here with the Giants. Give me San Francisco to win. Give me San Francisco to cover, but I'm going to take the over here. Boggs, how about you?
I'm, you know what, lockstep. Let's go with the Niners because they're still better than the Giants, even with a backup quarterback, even with a banged up defensive line. But they've got problems in their secondary already, and now they have two backups playing on the defensive line as well. So I'll take the over in this game, but I will take the Niners going away.
All right, Tennessee at Minnesota. Look, Minnesota has not shown up. They are 2.5 point underdogs in home right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. You know what? They screwed me last week. They screwed me this week. So be it. I'm taking Tennessee in this one to win. I'm taking Tennessee to cover. And I'll tell you what, give me the over because Kirk Cousins keeps throwing picks all over the place, and somehow that's not going to end up well. So I'm going to take the over there as well.
I was
So
so
far,
wrong
if you're
about.
keeping track at home, I only have one under so far.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll with you on this one. I'm going Tennessee, and the over. Look, I think the over under is the hardest one to pick on this game because that's a high over at 48.5.
Yeah, I know.
And
Kirk Cousins, he's killing me. He's killing everything. He's making. I'm telling you, there's going to be a defensive
I'm gonna go
touchdown.
under. I gotta switch it. I gotta go under. I hate this game. Don't put your money on the over under on this one. I'm gonna go with the under. That 48.5 is too much. Kirk Cousins looked miserable, and Tennessee wants to run the ball first. So give me the under.
All right. Let's see here. Washington at Cleveland. Cleveland is 7-point favorites at home against the Washington football team. The number here is 44.5. Boggs, why don't you kick this one off?
All right. So for this one, we got Cleveland on extra rest at home coming off a Thursday night victory. Look pretty solid running the ball. Give me Cleveland against the spread and straight up, and give me the over in this one. I think this one is fairly straightforward.
Give me Cleveland to win, Washington to cover. Baker Mayfield has not earned a touchdown favorite against anybody, as far as I'm concerned. Sorry. He just has not found that at all. I will take the under on this game as well. I just this might be a little less fun than playing the Bengals. I just think Chase Young and those boys over there like to get after a little bit, and that could make for a little long day for Baker Mayfield at times. Just saying. So let's go to the next one here. Carolina at the Chargers. Herbert's going to be playing here. The Chargers are 6.5-point favorites. Carolina's not good. No CMC. I get all that, but 6.5 is a lot. I'll take the Chargers to win, but you know what? I feel like this is a tough one for me. This is really tough because
I'll just remind you that Carolina let Fournette run for a 50-yard score at the end of the game.
That's why I haven't given my answer yet. So before you start typing things in the sheet,
you gave your first two answers. I haven't typed the last one in. I'm just reminding you before you say it.
I know, but I saw it. I watched. I saw. If there's two people on this planet that saw Leonard Fournette run, it was you and me. Like those are the two biggest Leonard Fournette owners in the universe right now. That defense is so good for the Chargers. I think they can actually make this work. So I will take the Chargers as well to cover this, which is crazy. The number is 44.
So you are going with the Chargers to cover.
I'm going to go with the Chargers to cover, Chargers to win. I don't like that number with a rookie quarterback. But without CMC, I'm really struggling here. You know what? I'm going to take the under in this game too. I don't think it's nearly as exciting as everybody wants to make it out to be.
I'm with you. I'm with you for sure.
But you're taking the over on the Chargers.
I'll take the over. Yeah, Chargers over. Yeah, I mean,
I'm taking Chargers under.
Carolina's defense is miserable.
They are bad. But I don't trust the rookie quarterback.
And I think this Chargers defense causes a couple turnovers, causes a couple short fields against that miserable defense. I think the Chargers probably put up 35 points. So I think if all you're asking the Panthers to do is put up 10, I think that's an over. So give me Chargers over. I'm sorry. I thought I broke this one down first.
That's all right. It's kind of a 28-13 kind of vibe for me, the way I'm looking at it. Just, I guess it's really for the rookie quarterback to open it up like that. Like now he's got more. I don't know. I don't
even think he's opening up. I think he could have, right around 200 yards passing, but Carolina short fields. Mike Davis isn't going to be able to run like Christian McCaffrey, so they're going to have to pass. And you have Bridgewater, I like, but he's probably going to have forced it into tough windows. He's going to have maybe 1.5 Mississippi before he has to get rid of that ball. So give me the Chargers in the over. I like the Chargers.
Indianapolis at home is 10.5 points against the Jets. And I don't know if it's wrong. I mean, this is a big number for Indianapolis, who does not look good all the time, but I mean, the Jets are just dreadful. So give me Indianapolis to win. Give me Indianapolis to cover. Give me the under in this game. I don't think the Jets can score at all. So sorry, I'm out. I'm out on the Jets.
So Indy and under for you. Yep. You know what? I'll chase that. I'll go with that. This is like a 24-7 something like that
100%.
where it's just all Jonathan Taylor all game, control the clock for the Colts because you don't have to do much, and they pound the Jets. So I'm with you.
Dallas at Seattle. Seattle is 5-point favorites in this one. The over-under is 5.5. Give me Seattle to win. Give me the over. If this number was 65, I might still go over. I don't think it's going to disappoint. I mean, that's so far, this is not what the NFL is. And I'm enjoying it. Now, the trick is the 5.5. I'll be the 5, excuse me, not the 5.5. I'd love to buy a point in this game just to give me a little bit of a leeway. I really do. Let me recommend that to everybody. If you're going to do this one, buy the point. Just go, get it to 6 just to give yourself a little bit of leeway. But I think at the end of the day, Dallas has a lot of issues. They're going to put up points, but I don't know. I think Seattle can hold on to this one. So, you know what? I need more time to think about this one. I'm really going back and forth.
All right, here. Let me give you my logic on this one.
Give me your logic on the spread on this one. Because I want to buy a point, and at 5, I'm struggling.
I love the over. I love it. Both these defenses are struggling right now to put it together. Seattle has no pass rush at all. So you give Dak time, he's going to make throws. That's just what it is. So I think that because of Seattle's defensive struggles right now, you can't take a team to not beat a 5-point spread. Anything more than 3 for me, I'm going to go against Seattle because their defense just hasn't shown me anything yet. So give me Dallas, Hawks at home straight up, and over is kind of easy, but give me Dallas against the spread.
You know what? It's a good argument. I'm gonna go with you. I think you got me there. So give me the same. I will also agree with you. I will take I will take Dallas to cover in this one. If it's 6, 5, okay. There we go. All right. Yeah. Detroit at Arizona. Arizona's 5.5-point favorites, and you know what? I can understand why. I think the Detroit defense is a joke right now. I mean, every time they have a lead, they blow it. And Arizona just looks like they are just playing around with teams right now. Kyler Murray's just having fun. He's just running amok on everybody. Give me Arizona to win this football game. If Kenny Golladay, here's the thing. Right now, we don't have a fact of Kenny Golladay playing. If Kenny Golladay plays, I think Detroit can cover this. If he doesn't, I don't think they can. Let's live in the world where he plays. So give me Detroit to cover. And I will take... You know what? I'm going to take the over in this game too. I think this is another one too, where I don't like either of the defenses. So let's have some fun.
Yeah. I mean, the Cardinals, the Cardinals are going to put up points regardless of what defense they play. And Green Bay, Green Bay put up 42 points on this defense last week. So I'm going to take the Cardinals. I'm going to take them against the spread too. I don't think Detroit's there yet. And I'm going to go over on this game too, because Cardinals defense has been playing better than they were last year, but they're still not great. So give me Arizona over.
Not good. Tampa at Denver. Denver is 6-point underdogs at home to Tom Brady and the Bucks. 43.5 is the number. Boggs, why don't you take this one first?
All right. So I'm going to go with Tampa Bay straight up, but I'm going to take Denver at home against that spread. I mean, Tampa Bay has not been without their mistakes, and they played Carolina week 2 and New Orleans week 1, and they let New Orleans win that game. So even though Driscoll's playing, I think Tampa Bay is still going to make a couple mistakes here or there. So I don't think Denver gets walked in this game. So give me Tampa Bay, give me Denver. That over is too low. So I'm going to take the over in this game too, because that's the way they're trending.
All right. Give me Tampa to win. Give me Tampa to cover, but give me the under in this one. I think it's going to be a long day at the office. They're not going to be able to run the football, and if they can't run the football, they're not going to be able to score, and I don't think they're able to keep up. But still, this is like a 21, 13 kind of game for me. Like, that's what this kind of feels like. I don't think this is like anybody's whooping on anybody. Green Bay at New Orleans. New Orleans is 3-point favorites in this one. Oh, let me tell you, 51.5 is the number. I'm going to go over right now on the 51.5. That's fine. That's the one that jumps out to me right away on this game. Green Bay has showed me more than New Orleans has. I know New Orleans is at home, but you know what? Give me Green Bay to win this game. Give me Green Bay to actually win this game by more than a field goal. I think they can. Without Michael Thomas, is something
New Orleans is favored. So you got Green Bay straight up. You got Green Bay against the spread. So
yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm just saying, that's where we're going. Like, I'm just, New Orleans, they look old. They look old.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm going to take the under in this one because just New Orleans has not been able to put together a good offensive game plan. When they beat the Bucs in week 1, it was because the Bucs gave them the ball. They had 2 picks from Brady and a special teams fumble, and they couldn't put points up against the Raiders. The Raiders defense has improved. It's better, but it's not good. I mean, they let Carolina score on them in week 1.
I like that kid on the Raiders. I like Abram. I'm a fan.
Yeah, John Abram is good, and it was unfortunate last year that he got hurt week 1.
I know, week 1.
He's going to make some big plays. So give me Green Bay and Green Bay straight up against the spread and the under on that one.
All right, last one, Monday night. What a great game this is. Kansas City at Baltimore. Baltimore at home is a 3-point favorite. The number's 53.5 on this one. It's a primetime game. I feel like sometimes when you get these big matchups, we get the big score. So I'm going to go over in this one. I know it sounds a little kooky because the Baltimore defense is really good. But you know what? It's early in the season. I don't think everybody's all ready for everyone just quite yet. Give me the over in this one. Give me Kansas City to upset Baltimore. Yeah, that's right. I said it. There, Patrick Mahomes finds a way. So there you have it there. So give me Kansas City there, and that's it. So I'm going KC. How about you?
I'm going to go with the Chiefs, but I am going to take the under. I think Baltimore wants to play, ball control. They want to run the ball against the Chiefs. I think they will be able to do that, which lends towards the under. I'm more confident in that than I am picking against the Ravens, but I am going to take the Chiefs straight up in this game too. So Chiefs against the spread and straight up and the under in that one.
All right, there you have it. So do we have the same amount of over-unders? I'm curious. Like what?
I think I got a lot of unders. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 unders because I think these numbers are inflated a little bit.
You know what? I've got 4. Give me all the overs.
You have 5.
I have
1,
5?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you got Atlanta and Chicago going under. You got Washington, Cleveland, Carolina, the Chargers, Jets.
Oh, that's right. I didn't scroll all the way up. That's my bad. I forgot about the Atlanta one. Okay. I got 5. So there you go. Give me all the overs, man. I'm telling you. It's fun. Football is fun again, man. I love it. It's too bad.
I like the overs too, but I think Vegas knows. I think Vegas knows.
Oh, we have good times here on the program. But look, this is a fun weekend of football. You got some great games, man. These 2 primetime games are going to be awesome. Green Bay, New Orleans, Baltimore, KC. You got Dallas and Seattle in the afternoon. Some really good stuff. And, of course, you get to watch the Jets, get pwned by the Colts. So, I mean, life is good right now unless you're a Jet fan, in which case it's miserable because Adam Gase is your coach. And
hopefully you're watching the Yankees too. So
there you go. Here's the sad part. If you're a Jets fan, chances are you're a Mets fan, and the other chances you're also a Knicks fan, and that is a brutal existence. Let me tell you.
My buddy's email was like Mets and Jets, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Yeah, the Giant fans tend to be a little bit more on the Yankee side of things. They kind of go back and forth. It's like a split. But the Mets and Jets tend to go together. They used to play in the same field. That's why they used to all play at Shea Stadium. So that's where that kind of stems from. But luckily, I somehow avoided that. So lucky me, even though I grew up in this area. So somehow I got out clean, Bogman. That's the idea there. So so there's nothing left for us to do now except everyone's favorite part, which is our upset special. So it's time again, boys and girls, to do a little upset special right here, courtesy of the LineStar app. Go follow the LineStar app at Twitter, at LineStar app, and at LineStar NFL. Bogman, where are you going this week for your upset special?
You mean the Packers straight up against the Saints? The Saints are coming off a short rest, playing on Monday night. They have looked pretty miserable on offense. We're still not sure if Mike Thomas is even going to make it. So give me Green Bay going into New Orleans and winning.
All right, give me the Kansas City Chiefs. Give me the champs. I believe in Patrick Mahomes. I believe in Andy Reid and his face shield. Give me the Chiefs to upset the Baltimore Ravens. So there you have it. There's our upset specials. You can go follow us on LineStar app and go get that LineStar app right now and upgrade to that premium product. That'll do it for me and Bogman. You could follow us on Twitter at Bogman Sports, at Joe Pisapia 17. And look, you go out there and subscribe and give us a 5-star review to the PreSnap podcast. We're going to be here for you every week of the NFL season, breaking it all down for you, DFS, wagering, and fun, because that's what we're about. So that'll do it for us today. Have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy the games. There's nothing left for us to do now except break the huddle and set down. win.
You've been listening to the PreSnap Podcast Weekly Wagering Show, brought to you by LineStar. Hit subscribe, drop a rating, tell a friend, and stay tuned for the next episode from Joe Pisapia and Scott Bogman.